Today we are going to take a look at some new holiday Tesla accessories. These things are perfect and make the best holiday gift for the person in your family.
Hey Dad, you know that holiday videos do awful on YouTube?
Wait, what?
Yeah, nobody watches them after Christmas.
Did I say the holidays? I meant new Tesla accessories that are good for any time of the year. These are awesome. You're not going to want to miss this. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. All right, I know. Look, we paid good money to have our intro redone in a holiday theme. And personally, I really kind of like it. So we just, left it in. These accessories, they're not just good for the holidays. They do make great holiday gifts though, but they're good to pick up any time of year. Now, before we get started, I have a little bit of viewer participation here for you guys. One thing that we get a lot of requests for is to do reviews on dashboard displays, like the speedometers that you would have on a normal car that go on the dash and sit right in front of the driver. Would you guys like to see reviews of them, install videos on them? Do you guys have any interest in these things at all whatsoever? I love the whole minimalistic look of the Model Y, but I understand that there's many of you out there that maybe do. So let me know down in the comments below. Now, on to the business that's currently at hand. Welcome to part 3 of our new Tesla accessories video. So how about we check what we got out? And I am legitimate serious. I do think we need to make a new segment called What's in Chris's Trunk, because this is just how we do. So let's check it out. Today, we have accessories from 2 different companies. The first is Vion. They make some great Tesla accessories for all over the car. In addition, we also have an item from Abstract Ocean. Abstract Ocean has been making things for Teslas since Teslas first came out. They literally pioneered the entire thing. And as a bonus, we do have coupon codes for both Vion and Abstract Ocean. And actually, it's the same coupon code. So it makes it super easy for you guys. Make sure to use coupon code LockettTech, just very simple, LockettTech, and you'll save 15% off not only this stuff, but anything that you buy from either of those stores, whether it be Vion or Abstract Ocean. We're going to start off with the Vion accessories. The first thing that Vion sent is something that, well, this would fall under the category of something that we personally haven't really been looking for, but I know a lot of people are, and there are like a gazillion different versions of this out there. Okay, so at this point, I just want to acknowledge the fact that, yes, I'm very aware that all of the writing from this point forward is gonna appear backwards. So I just got a new camera, and when I did this video, it was actually the first video I've done with this camera. So I was still dialing in some of the settings, and well, this one I just totally whiffed on and completely messed up. So we're just gonna have to kind of work through the letters being background. But if you could, let me know down in the comments below what you think about the new camera. How does everything look? Curious to hear your thoughts. Okay, now back to the review. A roof sunshade. They sell these for both the Model Y and the Model 3. If you live in a very sunny and a very warm environment such as Arizona, Texas, somewhere down south, it could definitely get hot, especially in the second row. Or even worse, if you have a third row, you could definitely fry back there. The Tesla Model Y and Model 3, that roof window does come pre-tinted from the factory, but it's a very light tint. It's really not that dark. We did have our roof tinted even further. Grant and his team over at Menards Premium Detailing actually put up a ceramic tint on there that honestly has really made a huge impact. Before we got it tinted on a really long road trip, after being on the road for like an hour, hour and a half on a really sunny day, you could feel the temperature shift in the back because those UV rays are coming through. We don't have that problem anymore. If you don't have it additionally tinted, or you just live in an area that gets really sunny and really hot a lot, this is definitely going to be something that's going to be up your alley. This one is a pretty easy install that is completely secure and custom fit. There's like clips and everything in this. And this one doesn't use adhesives, which is, I mean, again, that's something super important. Now the roof sunshade does come with this nice bag, which again, makes it super convenient because when you don't want to use it, you just simply throw it in the bag, throw the whole thing in the sub trunk, and you're good to go. Included in the bag, you get 2 different sunshade pieces. Now this is a really nice heavy duty material. One side of it is just the same color fabric that's gonna match the interior. The other side is a reflective coating, which again it's really super nice because it's gonna reflect away that sunlight so that way you don't bake in there. Now also in the bag are instructions that kind of give you like a little map, the clip placement that you're gonna do. In the bag, also included is some clips. Sure, why not? There are big clips and little clips. The first big clip is gonna go right here at this seam. You unfold it, make sure you're using the rear one that's labeled rear, and then you're gonna take your clips and you're gonna put them exactly where it said, of 3 of the 4 sides. So, and to clip it in, it's pretty easy. You just grab it onto the side and then you just kind of roll it over the top and it goes right in. Once you have your clips clipped onto your sunshade, you're literally just gonna put the sunshade in place and just make sure that these edges, they go right in between the window and the actual headrest itself. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Just like that, you got a headrest on the back half. Now, these big ones, these are gonna be like your in-betweeners to support both the rear one that is right here, as well as the one that's gonna go in the front. There is the sunshade in total, as you can see. Next on our list is also something for your windows, a windshield and window cover. This would be perfect if you like to take your Tesla Model Y camping. And why not? Because the thing is literally awesome and made for literally anything, including camping. Truth be told, I actually have to make another video on camping. Well, we've actually since gotten an amazing tent that is like a legitimate tent, not like that blow up one that was a complete mess. And when you go camping, of course you wanna block the windows. They give it to you in this nice, convenient little carry bag, which just makes things super easy. The window shades, they're pretty self-explanatory. It is nice because they do label them all. So like here you can see this one is for front right. You set it up there against the window. You try to get the excess fabric that's there. You try to slide that in along the bottom so that way it slides into the window portion. This is definitely difficult to do one-handed. Bring it all the way in and bring it in as far as you can because you don't want any excess kind of hanging out the side here. And then because these doors are frameless, it becomes a little bit more challenging. You can't really just like squish it in all the way and just wind down the window a little bit and wind it back up. So you really just have to kind of close the door while you're still kind of holding the top a little bit. So right before it's about to close, that's when you're gonna let go. And then you'll see your window go up like it normally does after you shut it, and it'll kind of lock the whole thing in place. Like that. Can't see in at all, and it's going to be completely dark when we go in there, so let's go check that out. There's the driver's side one that I put up, and then there is the passenger side one that we just did together, and you can see it does. It makes it really nice and dark. It comes with these little triangle guys too, so you can even cover up these rear quarter windows, and these are really easy. I mean, these you literally just kind of shove it in there. There we go, completely covered. And again, you have the whole set, the whole package is in here. These right here, these are for the rear windows. And like I said, everything is labeled, which is really nice. They sent us some Model Y and Model 3 refresh console covers. The refresh version, it's been around for a little while. And you know what? Sometimes people get bored of looking at the same thing all the time, and you'd like to switch it up to keep things fresh. The first one that they sent, black Alcantara. This is the Alcantara material, that nice soft fabric. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. The second one that they sent, wood grain, for those of you that want to match the wood grain original dash that's in there. So everything is kind of all matchy-matchy in there, which really just makes sense. And the last one that they sent, come on carbon fiber, come on carbon fiber. Oh yeah, carbon fiber print. I think you guys can guess which one we're gonna be putting on and showing you guys. The wraps are actually pretty cool. So they give you a lot. Number one, they give you a little smoother. I usually end up having to use a credit card all the time in order to kind of smooth it out as you apply it so there's no bubbles. This is nice that they give this to you. It's just an easy little tool to help make the job that much better. They also include some covers for your outside door handles if you want them to match. They also give you a alcohol wipe because, I mean, you have to wipe down all of those surfaces before you apply this stuff. So this is really just gonna kind of sit on here like this. I recommend not taking the backer off of this altogether. What I usually do is I'll take it off and then I'll move the backer down a little bit just to expose a little bit. So like the upper portion will be sticky, but the bottom portion is still good. So that way I can kind of get it set, make sure it's good, and then I go section by section. You'll see me kind of pull it out. I don't feel good about it. Just peel it off. If you don't feel good about it, just peel it up before you start. All right, so I'm tucked around all my edges here. It opens fine. There's no issue with the open. And then as far as the close goes, I mean, like I said, it does close a little bit slower. But the nice thing about these things are, if you don't like it, you just pull it off. It's pretty simple. This was the best I was able to do. This piece ended up being like super hard for some reason. It was a matter of getting it all in along these edges and then trying to match these edges around the cup holder up too. If you look really closely, you can see there's a little bit of imperfection in there. Now, if I take the cup holder out, you can really see it. I think it really kind of is showed off there. But thankfully, we put these cup holder inserts in. But I think unless you're really looking for it, I don't think you would ever notice it. And I actually do think it looks pretty good. There is a little bit of a gap up here that I don't kind of really know what's going on with that. Like you can see, right? Like right here, and it touches. There's a little bit of a gap here. And then there's another little bit of a gap there. So I'm not quite sure. Look, I'm sure that this is just all install error, and I'm sure that the pieces are cut correctly. Maybe I'm just not the guy to be installing these things. And the last item on our accessory list today doesn't come from Vion, it comes from Abstract Ocean. It may come in this small, tiny little box, but let me tell you, this thing is really cool. This is a super hydrophobic rear camera cover. Man, that is a giant mouthful. If you've ever tried to go in reverse before when it's raining out, you know it's like impossible to see, right? The raindrops, they sit on the camera lens and everything is like that fisheye and you can't see anything. After like one snowstorm, all the salt that's on the roads, they all collect back there too, and in no time they cover that camera up. I can't tell you, after like one winter storm and driving around the next day on those heavily salted roads, I no longer can see outside of that rear camera. It's just not possible. Enter the super hydrophobic rear camera cover. I can't believe I actually said that right the first time. Over this cover, there's a special super hydrophobic coating. Now, if you're not familiar with that, basically it's kind of like a ceramic coating. It's a really, really slippery surface. So things like water can't sit on it. The water literally beads up and falls right off. In the rain, you never have that problem of not being able to see and getting that fisheye look. We gotta take off the license plate itself because we got to take this frame off, and the plate as well as the frame comes off, and now we have our working space to work with. First, we got to make sure that this area is completely clean. Some Teslas come with this plastic piece that's right here. Some Teslas come with it, not all of them do. It's just like a film almost, like one of those clear plastic films you would find that like cover something. You just peel that off because this lens cover has to get all the way around, and if that's here, it's not gonna get the watertight seal. The first thing you're gonna do is we gotta clean this surface really, really good. So use the included alcohol wipe, get around everything. Obviously you wanna clean the lens itself. Make sure the lens is really clean. Start by cleaning the lens before you make anything else dirty. Now the camera cover itself comes in this package. It's just a small little like triangle with like a front clear lens on it. And then it also comes with a backup adhesive for you as well. This is a gel adhesive. We're gonna peel that off there. And as you can see, we have that gel adhesive on there. We're gonna use that front lip as our guide. We're good. Then you just press up. I always do the press and hold for 10 seconds. 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. And now we should be good to go and we should have a nice bond. Now you wanna make sure that you line that front of that case up with the front of there. You'll notice the lens, it's kind of touching. It does that by design, so that way it can always get a nice clear image that has that super hydrophobic coating on it. So any dust that gets on there is just gonna like just completely come off. Oh boy, look at the driver we have here. I don't think you're old enough to drive, sir. Can I see your driver's license, please? Crystal clear view, just as promised. So there you go. It is completely installed and now it is all set up and ready to go. Well, there you have it, guys. Some brand new accessories. In fact, we had so many new accessories, we had to break it up into 3 different parts. Now, don't forget, if you are gonna pick up anything from either Vion or Abstract Ocean, you can use our coupon code LockettTech and it gets you 15% off. All of that's good for both sites. We do the best we can to hook you guys up.
My car looks so cool now.
Oh my gosh, all these new accessories, yeah, a lot of them are gonna end up sticking around.
Make sure to smash that like button.
And subscribe if you haven't already. If you wanna start catching up on some of our videos right now and you wanna see part 2 of this video, go ahead and click that right there. If you wanna see the last video we did, go ahead and click that right there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in another one real soon.